Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn and Libra connection reading. And this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. Okay, I think Capricorn and Libra is my most requested connection reading. All right, so we're going to get Romance Angel. We're going to get Angel Answers. For some reason, I was feeling the empowering questions that I needed to pull one or more of those. We have some tarot, so we're going to look at what you may be struggling with within the relationship or within yourself within the relationship. We have some kind of current energies, or what are those things that you need to take a closer look at, or what are those things you need to do. Then we have the future energies, so energies that may be coming in for you. We're going to get some clarifiers and close out with an oracle. Woohoo! I like using lots of different decks because I feel like it either gives confirmation about something in particular that I'm feeling or direction that it's going, or it gives you lots of different views or, you know, thoughts or scenarios, or it gives you more information. So that's why I like doing that, using all of these different decks. All right, we have Free Yourself, okay? It's time to take back control of your life. So we have the unicorn there that is inside this fence, but the fence isn't very tall. So the unicorn can easily stand up and hop over that fence. But the unicorn is deciding to stay within this fence, right? And it's kind of looking at, okay, why am I deciding to stay in a situation that I feel trapped and I can't be free? Kind of looking at what are those things that you are doing to keep yourself in that situation. All right, so let's look at Angel Answer cards. Angel Answer cards for Libra and Capricorn, Capricorn and Libra. We have Take Action, and there that person is on another horse, is on another unicorn, and it's like that unicorn is free, right? Flying free, has freed themselves from this situation. So taking action, right, to free yourself, to step up and step over the fence and to move forward. What are those actions that you can take? Maybe you're feeling trapped within this relationship. Maybe you have something that you need to talk to your partner about. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that you want to leave the relationship. So for some of you, it could mean that. But it also could mean that you have something on your mind that you have been wanting to talk to your partner about, and you just have not been able to do it, and you need to free yourself and get this off your chest, right? Because it's something that's been bothering you, something that you want to question them. So free yourself can mean a lot of different things. All right, empowering questions. What is the worst that could happen if I let go of things that no longer serve me? Okay. Are you holding on to something within this relationship? Why are you holding on to it? What is the worst that could happen if you let go of it? Could it free you? Is there something that you're holding on to that you need to take action to free yourself from? All right, let's get some tarot. What's going on between Capricorn and Libra? What do they need to free themselves from? What are they stressing about? What are they worrying about? What is Capricorn dealing with? Oh, look at that. Nine of Swords can be that you are worrying about things that you cannot change, that you cannot control, that you cannot change that outcome. It could be something that happened in the past, and no matter how many times you think about it, like, you're not going to change it. It's like watching that same movie over and over and over again, where you have that main character that makes these moves, and you're like, this time don't do it, but the main character is going to keep doing it because that's what happened, right? And it could be something that you are holding on to. There's something that you're stressing about. There's something that you're worrying about. Is it something that is serving you in a positive way, or is it something that no longer serves you and you need to let go of it, right? Are you worrying about things that you don't need to worry about? Are there things, like I was saying in the beginning, that you need to talk to about your partner and that you just haven't been able to get that off your chest? And I feel like with this Two of Wands here, is like you're trying to think about, okay, what do I do? Where do I go from here? You have to figure that out first within yourself before you can move forward, right? Before you can make a move. We have the Chariot here, and then sometimes it has a dark horse and a light horse, or we have the gold Sphinx and the silver Sphinx, and that can also represent that conflict that you have within yourself, because we have that right next to the Two of Wands. And it's like, I don't know, one day you're feeling like this and the next day you're feeling like that. One day you're feeling like you want to talk about it, the next day you're feeling like you don't want to talk about it. One day you're feeling like you want to leave the relationship, the next day you're feeling like you don't want to leave the relationship. I'm exhausted just about talking about it. So much going on in your mind, right? So much going on in your head. How do you sort through that? How do you get through that? How do you narrow that down? Communication. Communication is key. Figuring out what it is that you want to talk about, what is important to you, what do you have to get off your chest. Is it communicating with your partner, Libra, or is it communicating with people that you trust, somebody that you feel is non-biased and can give you that good advice? I almost feel like this is your energy here, because we've got the Page of Wands is walking that way, and we have the Knight of Wands walking this way. So it's almost like, which way do I go? This way or that way? This way or that way, right? Then we have the Six of Swords, which is moving this way, which I like, which is towards this future energy here, right? Maybe there is somebody that you have to talk to that represents the past, or that you have to talk to about this situation, right? And then you're able to move forward. Getting it off your chest. Maybe this is the point right here where you get it off your chest. You communicate to your partner, you take action, right? Page of Wands, taking actions. Wands, actions. You take actions to move forward from this situation, because you're like, I have to free myself. I can't be in this energy anymore. I mean, I'm exhausted just talking about all the possibilities here and there, right? And what you're struggling with. King of Cups, making things easier. Flowing, right? Not worrying about those things that you don't need to worry about. The King of Cups is somebody who just, he's like free, he's lighthearted. Sometimes he can be, you know, sometimes might be someone that you really have to push to get things done. He can be lazy. He could just not care about things. I feel that in a sense, in a way, it's kind of like, that's kind of a good thing, because it's like he's not taking things too seriously, and that maybe back here you were taking things too seriously, and it's like, okay, you need to let those things go, because how is that serving you? We have Strength card, confidence, loyalty, Six of Pentacles. Again, sharing and communicating. Communication, I feel, is a big thing going on in this reading here with this Page of Wands and then the Six of Pentacles. A lot to do with communication. And we have Temperance, which is the compromise and balance. Hot and cold, right? We have water and fire here. Maybe that's what it feels like within this relationship. Sometimes it's like this water and fire, right? That maybe the two of you have, and maybe that's what's drawn you together, right? Is that water and the fire and kind of that conflict, and but then it's like also you have to have that compromise, right? It's good to have that spark and that energy, but it's also important to make sure that it doesn't get out of control and that it becomes a negative thing. So I feel like that's something that needs to be kept in check. And maybe that may be, which I've said before, is I feel like Capricorn likes to have those challenges and that kind of, I can't, je ne sais quoi. You can't really put your finger on it, but it's like, I feel like things that are too stagnant and calm and boring make a Capricorn, I'm not saying all, I'm saying that for some, and it could be for any sign, kind of make it boring. So you like to have that little bit of spark. So maybe that's what you have with this person, but then maybe I feel like something's happened to where it's gotten out of control, and there needs to be something that has to be addressed, that you have to take action on, because you almost feel like you're closing yourself in. I feel like you're feeling closed in, and you have to stand up and have that confidence to stand up to let go of those things that no longer serve you, or that you have to get off your chest or talk about. the Moon. Are you being deceptive to yourself? Are you saying one thing? Are you saying, I'm fine, I'm okay, I'm good, but inside you're like, yeah, I'm not good, I'm feeling trapped, I have something that I have to talk about, I have to communicate something, and you're not communicating it. Are you being deceptive to yourself on how you really feel about this situation? Sometimes we like to say that I'm fine just because you don't want to cause conflict. And sometimes that's good, but then sometimes when that starts to build up, it's like, okay, I'm not fine. I do need to work through this. I do need to figure this out. And that's when you have to have that confidence to handle the situation and say, okay, I got to look out for myself and I got to free myself from this situation. We have Queen of Wands. All right. Coming into that power of the Queen of Wands where she doesn't take anything, right? She's not going to deal with things that she doesn't want to deal with. And she's going to take care of the situation and she's going to address it. And she's going to take those actions that she needs to get past this. So I feel like that's kind of that energy that you're coming into. We have the Page of Cups. So it's about looking out for yourself and saying, yeah, like I'm tired of feeling that I'm in this Nine of Swords and I have to move on from this. The Fool, new starts, new beginnings, being silly, being funny, taking a leap of faith, exploring new possibilities, doing new things. And this may be something that you maybe have not done in the past and it's feeling out of your comfort zone. But you're like, no, I have to stand up for myself. I have to get past this. I have to look out for me and I have to address this with my partner. I have to deal with this. However that represents for you, is if it's working on the relationship or moving away from the relationship, whatever that means for you, I feel like this is a new step for you, but I feel like it's a positive one. It's ready to take on those challenges, ready to face those things that you don't really want to face, but you know that it's going to be tough in the beginning, but once you get past it, you're going to feel so much better, right? You're going to be proud of yourself for doing and taking care of those things, for taking actions, right? Instead of just letting things happen, you're ready to take actions. We have Eight of Pentacles, which is taking a closer look at things, right? What needs to be done? What needs to be addressed? It's also a new way of doing things. And I feel like this kind of evolves, and puts you into a spot where you're kind of evolving within yourself, within the relationship, and you're making those choices that are better for you. We have the Ace of Wands, new directions. That's what I'm feeling. It's like it's not even within this relationship, but I feel that it's within you and that this relationship may be pushing you into a new area that you hadn't explored before. And you are coming into your own independence and strength that you didn't even realize that you had before. And that's definitely a good thing. All right, it's getting really dark out. It looks like it's about ready to rain or something. So that's why the lighting is, sorry about that. It's gotten a little dark. I'm hoping that you can still see everything. I just want to keep going with the reading. All right, so we have Ace of Pentacles. Love that. Two aces. Aces are new beginnings, new starts, new outlooks, okay? Ace of Pentacles, new opportunities, new actions, right? Coming into that strength. We have the Moon card yet again, but I feel like it's lifting that veil of deception that you may have had before, that you feel that you weren't being true to yourself, but now it's like exploring those things that maybe you hadn't even explored before, and you're feeling like you're on top of the world because, like, yes, I took care of this situation, right? There was something that was going on. It was bothering me. I took care of it, and I feel so much better. All right, we have the Nine of Wands. It's hang in there, right? Hang in there. Don't give up. Hang in there. It's a lot that you're going through. It's a lot that you're doing, but I feel like the results from you trying and that confidence and taking action and letting go of things that no longer serve you and freeing yourself from this fence that you've kind of put around yourself and freeing yourself and being true to the way that you feel is just, it's so rewarding that it's worth everything that you have to go through. And that the outcome is just, it's worth it. You can't really see it or feel it as you're going through it, but I feel like when you get to the other side, it all makes sense. All right, so let's get a Lenormand because it looks like it's about ready to storm. And it's getting darker. Ring, put a ring on it. Right? And that may be what happens, right? That you guys are communicating and you guys are working things out, and like I said, it has that, this relationship has that fire and that passion and that kick to it, right? But it also has that calmness and that safety to it, right? And that's something that, you know, you're trying to work on. So you have that, and now it's like, hey, it could bring this relationship to the next level. It could bring this relationship to a deeper level and a deeper meaning, and it may be to the point where put a ring on it, right? That's pretty exciting. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.